We have arrived. Brother Hakim is still on the air, yo. I ain't get a chance to go to the bathroom, but I know some people waiting for it on time, and I'm here. Yo, feel free to call us in at 614. I don't know what's going on well, they know it's cute. I don't know what's going on, but everything is moving slow. But hey, you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hakim, and this is a Heart of a Simple production. And you know, we always strive to blow up. Hey, so I got a new alarm, right? Because I got a fuckery alarm. We got to know when fuckery is afoot. So when you hear this sound, you know that fuckery is afoot. This is that European version. To let you know that European fuckery, buffoonery, and white magic is afoot. When you hear this over Gye-Nyame Journey, be very aware that fuckery is on its way. Alright? We got many sirens out there in the world, and we just wanted to expose you to that one. Now, this is Brother Hakim. For those that don't know, this is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Once again, the show today is Tribal Quotes, Day 86. Yo, we got exactly 4 more days, 87, 88, 89, 90. We got exactly 4 more sessions, and we will have completed the book. I would like to thank those that's been tuning in the whole time. We want to thank those partially that have been tuning in partially. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say a big, I ain't going to cuss at you for not joining at all. If you knew, go back to day 1. Catch up, man. There's some life-changing stuff. This one today will be the life changer like last night. Those that missed last night, you robbed yourself, right? This last night was the folk tale for me, was the folk tales of folk tales, because basically what Aesop broke down, if you missed it, Aesop broke down how you could get free. What? He not only how you could do it as an individual, he showed us how we got enslaved, how we were enslaved, how we are still enslaved. But then he also gives us the wisdom, because once you know, right? See, because this is what's incredible, man. Once you know where you are, once somebody is bold enough to let you know where you are, you now have the knowledge of how to get out of it, right? You know what I'm saying? Most of us are lost. Most of us are confused. Most of us are dazed and befuddled. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any idea. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is with these proverbs and with these quotes, our ancestors had left us crystallized wisdom, crystallized clues that we can use to move to where we need to be. But y'all ain't hearing me. Well, some of y'all are. I'm sorry. But those of you, some of y'all ain't hearing me, right? Y'all not using the book. I know some of y'all like, Brother Hakim, why you stop posting the pages of the book? Because one, Gye-Nyame Journey is doing good work and it need to be funded, and all of them are in a book that are packaged for you already. You don't have to write them down. You don't have to print them. You can pay like $10. All you got, you know what I'm saying? You can pay for it and you can get it to support the journey, right? I'm trying to get y'all to start supporting us, because if we don't start supporting us, who will? Right? We got all these people talking about black business, but if we don't start, see, because this is the issue for me, right? We got to take over just one small field, one small area, man. If we take it over and we run it, and when other people start buying into it, we'll be able to go to another field, or another 2, or another 3. You know what I'm saying? We got to take over areas. We got to take over mental territory, right? If it's sports management, if it's becoming master athletes, if it's about us putting them, because think about it. If we took over management, right? Not just management, let's say agents. And every young black boy from now, and black young lady from now that's a professional athlete, from now we start educating them that you only will work with a black agent, and every agent that comes through, every agent that everybody is going to go to has a certain type of training? I mean, because it's not hard. It's called a university. It's called setting up your own school. See, so actually, one of the first things, see, because, I mean, this is what I got from Aesop last night, and I hate to just go off the point, but this is what I got from Aesop last night, right? We are where we are right now because we gave away our young. And we still give away our young. We're not taking command of their education. We're not taking command of their financial education. We're not taking command of their spiritual education. We're not taking command of their military education. We're not taking command of their entrepreneurial education. We're allowing other people to do that. And by us surrendering our young, they are being turned into the very levers that are being used to uproot us and destroy us. I don't think y'all heard me. You know what I'm saying? Because listen closely, right? I'm letting you know because in some of y'all minds, y'all shut me down. The fuckery that's in you is automatically shutting me down. Just like that, I'm being drowned out, but I will not stop. I will not surrender. I will not yield because you got to hear me. I'm coming through. Listen. Like I said, I'm going to outlast it. You know why? Because I'm training my kids to do what I'm doing. Y'all don't even understand the depths of what I'm doing, right? I'm training others to take the mic and do exactly what I'm doing. So if I don't get you, one of them going to get you, right? We doing videos, right? Y'all think I'm just playing and I'm asking for money because I'm hustling, right? And you know what I'm saying? But those that know me, right? Those that been around me long enough, you know that the hustle is deeper for me than just me. Because if it was about me, I could have been just ran off with a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't about the money, man. It's about the legacy. It's about what I'm building. I'm talking about nation building. I'm talking about tribe building. I'm talking about leaving something for my kids. Or better yet, building something that my kids could look at and want to be part of. So this is why I do tribal quotes. This is why I do folk tales for grown folks. This is why I do an empire of our own. This is why I do when I do it Freestyle Fridays, because I had to take a break, man, because I was doing it for years and I get no feedback. And it's cool, right? It's cool, right? But the issue is, right, in the field that I work with, I'm often challenged because I have to suspend. And unfortunately, I have to suspend young black men, all black children, and people come at me and immediately want to call up my pedigree and how I don't know how to work with young black men, right? And I can't just slap them in the face with the facts, because you know why? It's politically incorrect. Brother Hatim, we can't lower ourselves down to them, Brother Hatim. But you know what my people need? A cold dose of reality. The professional shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Us wearing ties and talking to our people ain't working, right? It's not. You know what I'm saying? We done have pastors that's been dressing better than us since slavery, and it hasn't worked. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you, man. The truth has to resonate up out of the individual, right? And that truth hits something in the next person. But if I'm being politically correct and I'm being kind with you, and I'm not being real with you, right? You feel that, and you fall up. But hey, that ain't my freestyle. It's time for me to put on my freestyle beat. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to throw on the beat. Right? It's time for me to throw on the beat. My fault. Throw on the beat. But I ain't going to throw on the beat yet. I'm going to go and let y'all hear about one of my sponsors, right? Not my sponsors, but one of our sponsors, right? And I really need your support. Whether you support me on Patreon, whether you become a member of the journey, you know what I'm saying, and get the newsletters, or buy the books, or whether you become a Patreon, you know what I'm saying, whether you become one of my patrons, right? You know what I'm saying? And and give one time or many times. You know what I'm saying? Or whether you just hit the tip jar on tribe.gyenyame.com. I don't care. My piece is I'm trying to build up money so that I can start training young people for the future. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to provide jobs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only my product is helping adding value to your life and helping you move toward your personal greatness. Self-mastery, that's what I do, right? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to look at some gems tonight. And when we get done looking at these gems, because these three right here, right, they're going to change your life. All you got to do is open up, right? For those that want to join the show, hit me up at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. So here is a word from our sponsor.
The word is spreading. More and more people are switching to Ambit Energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has Ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to Ambit Energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit Energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to Ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to Ambit Energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
McCall.
All right, get ready to spread the word. We are an energy company, and we work through Ambit. This is Gye-Nyame Journey. And we have figured out a way where you can painlessly help us nation build, right? That's right. A painless way. By you allowing us to provide energy for you. By you allowing us to save you money. Not only will you pay your electric bill or your gas bill on a monthly basis, you will receive points for paying your bills. And these points will be added to your travel bonuses. You get, listen, you have to check out this program. If you don't even buy, you have to at least check out what's being offered, because when I looked at this, I said, this is incredible, right? And I'm like, I introduce it to people and they just be looking at me like, they don't understand. Oh, it's too good to be true. You mean as I pay my bill, I get something as I pay my bill and I can support a black business? Hell yeah. That's what we're saying. You could do that, right? So hit us up at but hey, this was even deeper, right? You can become a business owner yourself. Hit us up at Gye-Nyame Journey, man. Let's go into business, right? Let's run the world. Let's help us build. Let's build this empire of our own, man. I'm tired of having to you're not tired of having to check in with somebody else? You're not tired of doing that, right? Okay, because I know some of y'all out there like, oh man, it's going to be too much to do it, so stay where you are. Don't even ask the question of how. But I'm looking for those hungry individuals, because some of y'all out there are hungry, right? So hit me up, or my fault, hit we up, GyeNyameJourney.energy526.com. That's GyeNyameJourney.energy526.com and find out about Ambit, right? Also, you can hit us up on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Gye-Nyame Journey, or if you're on Facebook, just type in Gye-Nyame Journey and Gye-Nyame Journey page will pop up, but then also type in Gye-Nyame Journey Energy and our energy page will chop up. And then all you got to do is click sign up. When you click sign up, what that's going to do is take you to our Ambit site where you will be able to see how much money we can save you on gas and electric. Easy. Then you also will be able to see, for those of you that want to go in business and are willing to follow what our ancestors said. Our ancestors have a saying, say, those who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. That's a lot of y'all. Y'all not going to be fulfilled. You know why? Because you're not willing to sacrifice, right? But so those that that's not internet savvy and you listening to this with one of your friends, hit me up at 614-594-9422 and let's take over Central Ohio. Why not? Hell, let's take over all of Ohio. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this is Brother Hot Tim, and you are listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. This is a heart of a... It is my street jam. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there we go. You know what I'm saying? This is a heart of a single production. There we go. But we strive, and I need to stress this. We strive. I mean, the lion's still roaring, but we strive. Blow up your old paradigms. Because until we blow up our old paradigms, dog, we'll never change. Right? Time for the freestyle music. Are you ready? I don't know why everything is moving slow on this thing today, man. This is ridiculous, but it's cool. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna take the music down. Take the music down. Take it down. Right? Like that, right? And we about to move in. So anybody that's out there that want to hit us up, want to join, hit me up at 614-556-4535. And let's do some wisdom mining. Let's get in. Let's dig deep. Let's dig hard. Let's move this dirt. Let's move this earth. Let's move this mind energy around. See, because the more people that are focused on similar things, similar mental things, the more powerful we become, yo. So, hey, let's go and build a mental circuit on the wisdom of our ancestors, right? We believe in ancient technology, and Proverbs and quotes are ancient technology. Folk tales are ancient spiritual technology that once you know how to work, you know what I'm saying? Once you know how to work, only could make you greater. So here we go. Y'all ready? I know y'all ready, right? This is coming from Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook Travel Quotes by myself, Hatem Gye-Nyame. I just compiled it, you know what I'm saying? And I wrote the process. I developed the process up front. But other than that, this is the wisdom of hundreds of individuals that I was blessed to run into in the work that I do. So we on day 86, and we're about to move in for the kill. Once again, those that are bold enough to step up, 614-556-4535. And I like to announce, man, we're able to do the calls live. Now I'm waiting. I may be within the next week and a half. I may be getting 2 more pieces of equipment. I'm working on getting 2 more pieces of equipment. 1 video camera and possibly another piece of equipment, right? Which will make it a lot easier for me to stream. Which will make me a lot easier to stream some of the audio from other sites on the show. So when there's interviews and stuff like that, I really want you to hear that. I want us to sit down and talk about. I'll be able to stream them real quick and we can talk about them, right? So, all right. I'm clearing up my timeline so I could, maybe that might be what's slowing down my my stuff. I'm getting off the Gye-Nyame journey. All right. Day 86. Yeah. The first one. Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person we become. Jim Rohn. A camel never sees its own hump. That's an African proverb. Lastly, give thanks for a little and you will find a lot. That's a Nigeria, and a Hausa proverb. That is common amongst those ethnic groups. All right. So let's go on. I'm gonna start with number 2 because number 1 is dope. They all dope. Are you ready? A camel never sees its own hump. First off, why do camels have humps? Look it up. Why do camels have humps, right? The guy just want them to look funny? You know what I'm saying? Or does the hump serve a purpose? A camel never sees its own hump, right? For thousands of years probably, those individuals that work with camels understood what the camel's hump is for. For those that don't know, the hump on the back of a camel is a fat deposit, right? Where, because camels spend a lot of time in areas that are hard to survive in. They have to be able to convert a portion of their food into, place it into storage, right? And that storage place is the hump. So that hump is supposed to be like fat and stuff like that. I could be wrong. That could be an old superstition. But anyway, we could look it up. Google it right now. You know what I'm saying? Those that know exactly what it is, hit me up at 614-556-4535, right? And that hump is a savings. That hump is an emergency, or what my brother Mozzie used to call a rainy day fund for that camel, right? The camel could get lost in the desert and be away from water and food for weeks, but the camel will be able to be all right. Why? Because it has the savings that it could dip into. And once it depletes the savings, it's always making sure it's stored. And I don't know what percentage, but I'm quite sure a natural percentage of the food that the camel eat goes towards his savings, right? So the proverb says a camel never sees his own hump, right? And it's not necessarily talking about, because we know the camel's neck could turn around and at least out the side of his eye, maybe if it have peripheral vision, it could possibly see its own hump. But what I think they mean is that a camel doesn't have to look back at its hump because it knows that it's always there, because naturally the camel is always making deposits into this thing, right? A camel never sees its own hump. If it don't have to use its hump, it'll never use the hump. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to see the hump to know that it's there. The camel knows the camel might not even know what the purpose of the hump is for, but it knows that it could go long periods of time without eating. It knows it could go long periods of time without drinking, right? Why? Because it has, in a sense, a rainy day fund that it carries with it everywhere it goes. Now the question that we all need to ask ourselves is, can we live without never seeing our hump? You know what I'm saying? I mean, are you building your hump? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking the time to invest in your savings, invest in your rainy day account, invest in your social relationships, so that when you do run into those, because you're going to run into them, we all run into them. When we run into those, as our ancestors used to call them, those hungry seasons, that hungry season, right? You know what I'm saying? Will you have the friendship and the relationships to pull you through? You know what I'm saying? Have you done enough right things that people will always want you around? Have you been kind? Have you been loving? Have you been taking a portion of your pay and putting it to the side? You know what I'm saying? You don't need to see your hump if you're handling your business. Only people that's looking for their hump and constantly trying to check on their hump are people who know that they done did some bad shit, and some bad shit is coming back for them, right? So let's go and move on from that one. I keep on expecting my youngest daughter to sneak up on me because, I mean, she be acting like she's asleep, but I know for a fact that she's not asleep, right? All right, so let's go to number 3, because I will save Jim Rohn for last. But for those who want to know, I am sipping. Hold on. That new mic is good. And so is this Gye-Nyame that I made months ago. And I'm slowly killing the bottle. But what's even better, right? I call this not just mead. I call this Chaga Ambrosia, or the drink of the gods, right? That's what ambrosia was, right? Honey wine, right? The drink of the gods, right? not only am I producing a nice little buzz, a little subtle buzz, I'm also drinking up health. Why? Because this is one of those live drinks. Oh yes. Oh yes. Not pasteurized, right? I made this myself. Y'all need to look into that, right? You know, but now some of y'all too busy trying to look for your hump. If you was like a camel, you don't need to see your hump, right? You're not laying it down right. You're not treating people right. You're not putting the money down right. All right, here we go. Give thanks for a little and you'll find a lot. Now, this goes back to the principle that we practice at the school. We talk about with the kids because we try to build this culture, right? Where we talk about the culture of, I ain't gonna call it a culture, but gratitude. When we start talking about gratitude, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, my head ain't that big. I'm up here messing with I got these new headphones too. All right. So, a lot of people are so busy complaining about what they don't got that they don't have time to give thanks for what they do got. And because they don't have time to give thanks for what they do got, they can't appreciate what they got. Because they can't appreciate what they got, they don't learn how to get some more because they're so busy focused on what they don't have. And because they're focusing on what they don't have, and because they complain about what they don't have, their whole lifestyle and all their life energy or their ashe is being focused in what they do not have, which produces more do not have. And because it's producing more do not have, they end up broke and living in a cycle of desolation. I don't even know if that's the right word, but hey, it sounded good, all right? But hey, so you need to learn to give thanks. We all need to learn to give thanks, right? Because when we start giving thanks, right, when we start showing gratitude, see, because in order to be gracious for something, right, first off, you know, we got to go into, because gratitude, the root word of gratitude is gracia, or gracious, grace, right? Something that you're given that you're not necessarily earned, right? But in order to receive that, we have to really be respectful. Now, let me give you the Gye-Nyame, meaning for respect. We have to be willing to look at something again, or re-inspect. Spectacle, be able to see, spect, to see, read again. Now, and once again, some of y'all out there are grammar experts and stuff like that, and you know the history of words, and I could be wrong, but I don't care. Spect, which is the root word of spectacle, which is something that's used to help you see. Read, which means again, to see again. That's respect, right? So to practice gratitude, you first have to be practicing respect. Respect means that you're looking at something again. And looking at it again doesn't mean that you're just taking a double take. Looking at it again means that you're looking at it for something else, for something that's in it. So in order to practice gratitude, we got to practice respect, which means looking at something again. So in order to be able to be gracious, we have to be able to notice things. We have to be able to see things that are there, right? We got to recognize what's there. And in recognizing something, right, we get understanding. And in understanding something, right, we are able to start attracting or pulling more to us. This is going to end up taking us to the first proverb. But the point is, by giving thanks, we have to be looking at what we have. By giving thanks for the little that we have, we notice what we have. And by noticing what we have, we make what we have more powerful and more valuable, which makes other people also want what we have. Now, not only does that, so you're going to produce haters when you really start being respectful and when you really start being grateful, right? And when you're giving thanks. When you give thanks for a little, you start finding out that as you're giving thanks and giving notice to what you have, you start being able to see more. Because a lot of people that are ungrateful don't respect. They don't even spect. They don't even see. They don't inspect. They don't see. Right? They don't look at things. Because they're so busy complaining about what they don't. You know what I'm saying? Complaining. And actually, I'm going to say this. People that aren't gracious, people that don't show gratitude are blind right? They can't see what's right in front of their face. They can't see the very blessing in just having and being able to have breath. They can't see the value in where they are. They don't realize, they haven't taken time to even look at their lives and notice that the walk that they are on right now is what brought them to where they are right now. Right? But they can't, because they're not looking at themselves, because they're not showing the proper respect in the universe and to the creator and to the thing that they hold most high. You know what I'm saying? They can't notice this. Their values are all wrong. They're valuing the wrong things. They're looking at, once again, they're focused and they're looking at the wrong things. They're not seeing. And because they're not seeing, they can't get more. And because they can't get more, they constantly stay broke. And the longer they stay broke, the more they complain. And the more they complain, the more they stay broke. Look. Alright, so go on, start noticing what you have so that you get a lot. Last but not least, and then we done. Man! This meeting, as the kids would say, it's slapping. And you know, I haven't even let the stuff settle, so you know what I'm saying? I'm drinking some, I don't know. But hey, it's good. And I got a little buzz. So the last one by Jim Rohn, success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person we become. Did you hear that? Success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person we become. Many of us don't even, and this is why, if you listen to my news show, I want you to check out this, hold on, I gotta pull it up. I gotta pull it up. And share the link, right? Because the show that I was checking out, and I shared it with everybody, Vsauce. Today, they did a show on 4 paradoxes, right? One of the paradoxes that they broke down was a paradox about a ship. And check out this paradox. This is the question. They asked this question about the ship. They said, if you owned a ship for years and you started replacing the ship piece by piece, but you didn't throw the pieces away when you replaced them, so you replaced the wood and you replaced the sails and everything, and you placed them in a storage place, but you replaced all the wood, would that be the original ship? Or better yet, they said, now is that the same ship? Is it the same ship, or is it just a whole new one? But then they asked this question, right? Here's the paradox. What if you took the wood, the old wood that you had for this ship, and you built another ship using all the old parts? Which ship is the original? Think about it. So I'm bringing it up to say this, right? Oftentimes, we don't know. Let me put it this way. The reason I'm bringing that up, because at the end of his whole presentation, the name of it is Vsauce, and it's the 4 logical paradoxes. And I am going to, and you can find it at Vsauce. It's on my timeline. It's on Gye-Nyame Journey. But check it out, because at the end he asks the question. He says, "What defines you? What is you? And how do we know that the same you that closes his eyes at night is the same you that opens his eyes in the morning?" I'm like, am I smoking weed? I mean, that's one of, that was one of those old super high questions that a motherfucker that was high would ask. You know what I'm saying? Am I who I really think? If I blink and open my eyes, will it still be me? You know what I'm saying? You just laugh at them. Y'all be laughing about that for a couple of days. But philosophers actually make a living asking questions like that. And he brought up a paradox. Like, something that really made you think. So I'm asking this question, right? Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person we become. Many of us honestly think that the person that becomes successful is the same person that strives for success. But is that the truth? Could the paradox be that the person that strives for success, in a sense, has to die so the successful person can be born? Just like in Rites of Passage, they say, in order for the man to live, the boy must die. So in order for you to become successful, the failure in you must die. In order for you to become successful, the unsuccessful part of us must die. You know what I'm saying? So basically what Jim Rohn is stating is, for me, is like, dude, we have to consume who we think we are so that we can become who we really are. Many of us got these fake cloaks on, right? We got these disguises, and we've been wearing them so long that we honestly believe that we are who we've been telling ourselves we are. When in fact, there's so much to us. As a matter of fact, most of us, like I said in the first one, we're so busy complaining about what we not that we can't really become who we are. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving thanks we're not giving thanks for who we are and what we got. So we can't become better. We can't grow into our fullness. Right? Back up to the first one. This is the top one. Success is not pursued. It is to be attracted by the person we become. When we consume who we think we are, we make room. We create a void. And let me tell you something about a void. And if you don't believe me, do the experiment yourself, right? Clear out a space in your room, right? Just a small space in your room. Clear it out. Move whatever. Just clear space. And watch how nature slowly will fill that space up. Go outside, dig a hole. Watch how nature will slowly find something to put into that space. When we consume who we think we are, we make room for who we really are. We make room to attract. In order to bring something to us, oftentimes we have to make room for it. Right? Some of us, our lives are so cluttered. Some of us are so busy. Some of us are so this or so that we don't make room. We don't have room for greatness. Because we're doing this and being that and acting this and acting that. When in fact, if we just make room, greatness will flow in, will be attracted to us. That's one of the reasons in Gye-Nyame the symbol is the phoenix, because the phoenix, very survival is based on its consuming itself. Its immortality comes from the fact that it has the ability to burn itself up. In Gye-Nyame, those of us on the path, every now and then we got to burn ourselves up so that we can, you know what I'm saying, so that we can make room for who we really are. Right? But hey, this is Brother Tim. It's bedtime, and I want to thank everybody that took the time to listen now or in the future, right? Remember, support us on Patreon. Is patreon.com/GNJ. Follow us on Gye-Nyame Journey at Facebook. Go to tribe.gyenamejourney.com. You can purchase books. Go to gyenamejourney.com. You go there, you can purchase books. You can read the blogs. You know, I've been kind of slowing down on blogs since I've been doing all these shows and stuff. Also, make sure you check out Gye-Nyame Journey Energy on Facebook, or go to gyenamejourney.energy526.com. Right? So, hey, this has been Tim, and it has been a pleasure. Thank God we ain't run into no fuckery, so I didn't have to really ring the fuckery alarm, right? So I want to say thank you once again. If you have comments or whatever, you know, post it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know so I can make improvements, or if you liked it, let me know. If some of it was thought-provoking, let me know. Also, make sure you check us out on, check out Gye-Nyame Journey on YouTube, Make sure you follow us on Spreaker. You subscribe on YouTube so that you know every time I post up something. And with that, I'm out.